Well, it's happening. Advertising is officially coming to one of the most powerful AI platforms on the planet. For a lot of people, this was always just a matter of time, and now that time is here.
And right away, this move sparks a massive debate. On one hand, you have people thinking, well, that's it. This is the end of unbiased, actually useful AI. But on the other hand, what if this could be the start of something fundamentally better than any advertising we've ever seen before?
To really get why this is all going down now, you have to follow the money. I mean, powering a super intelligent assistant for basically the whole world, that isn't cheap. And the business model, well, it has to catch up to that reality.
At the heart of it all is this pretty staggering imbalance. Think about it. Only about 5% of ChatGPT's millions of users are actually paying for a subscription. The other 95% are using it for free. You just can't sustain a service that massive on those numbers. So an ad-supported version becomes, well, pretty much a necessity.
And this actually plugs right into OpenAI's stated mission. Their whole goal is to make sure AI benefits everyone, not just the people who can afford to drop money on a monthly fee. When you look at it that way, ads aren't just about making money. They're the engine that's supposed to keep this incredible tool available for everybody. So the logic makes sense, right? But the massive skepticism from users is also completely understandable. It's because we've all seen this movie before, and we know exactly how the old advertising playbook works. And this really gets to the core of what everyone's afraid of, that the AI's main job will shift from giving you the best possible answer to giving you the answer from the highest bidder. It creates this built-in conflict of interest that could totally compromise the quality of its responses.
I mean, we've seen this exact pattern play out. Just look at search engine ads. They started out super obvious, separate, in a colored box, you couldn't miss them. But over time, that box disappeared, and now ads look so much like the real results that you practically need a magnifying glass to find the tiny sponsored label. That history is exactly why people are so suspicious. And that feeling of distrust just gets worse when you remember that some of the leaders embracing this move once called advertising a last resort. That kind of reversal makes the whole thing feel less like a principled choice for accessibility and a lot more like a simple cash grab. It just fuels the cynicism. But here's the thing. AI gives us a chance to throw that old playbook right out the window. The key difference is huge. It's not about monetizing clicks anymore. It's about monetizing decisions.
Look at it this way. The old model, the one social media uses, is all about monetizing your passive attention while you're just endlessly scrolling. But the new model that's possible with AI, it monetizes your active intent. You're not there to kill time. You're actively researching, comparing options, and getting ready to make a choice. The value isn't your eyeballs. It's the decision you're about to make.
And the early data on this is just wild. One study showed that traffic coming from ChatGPT converted at 16%. That is 9 times higher than typical search traffic. It's powerful proof that when people are using these AI tools, they're not just browsing. They are in a decision-making mindset, and they are ready to act.
So, this high-intent environment opens the door for a totally new AI-native playbook. One where ads could transform from being annoying interruptions into being genuinely helpful features. Let's walk through 5 different visions for what that could actually look like.
Okay, so we're going to look at 5 pretty cool ideas that totally rethink what an ad can be. We're talking about a model that pays for real results, a marketplace for actually useful offers, brands paying for premium features, self-contained branded tools, and even an ad program you could really get behind. First up, imagine we switch from paying for clicks to paying for actual verified outcomes. An airline wouldn't pay $2 just because you clicked a link. Instead, they'd pay $50, but only after you successfully book a flight. This model automatically rewards better products because advertisers only pay when they deliver real value. Second, picture a marketplace where ads give you truly useful information. The AI could remember that you are waiting for a sale on those running shoes and ping you when it happens. It could even tell you things like, hey, this is 20% off, but just so you know, it was 25% off last month. Or verify that a limited stock offer is for real. The ad becomes your smart shopping assistant. Or what about this? Ads that are actually features. Instead of a banner, maybe you can unlock a deep research experience presented by McKinsey for your project. Or you could choose to use an Amex travel concierge agent to help plan your whole trip. In this world, the ad is the feature. It's a useful tool that you actively decide to use. And this last one is really cool. What if the ad platform itself became a force for good? Imagine a grants program that gives ad credits to new startups that are built using AI, or helps local small businesses get off the ground. You'd create this positive ecosystem where advertising actually helps the next generation of innovators succeed.
Now, all of these ideas sound great, but for any of them to have a chance, they have to be built on a solid foundation of trust. And that requires a completely new deal between the platform and its users, one that puts the user firmly in control.
This new deal would really come down to three key things. First, you'd get granular control, letting you see and correct what the AI thinks it knows about you. Second, a bad ad escape hatch. You see a terrible, intrusive ad, you flag it, and in return, you get an ad-free day. And third, transparent ratings, where all of us can publicly score advertisers, and companies with low scores actually have to pay more.
So the potential is there. Advertising in AI doesn't have to follow the old trust-eroding playbook. It really could become a genuinely useful feature that adds value. But whether we get that future all comes down to one critical choice: to build a new model based on user control and transparency, or to just repeat the same mistakes of the past. The path they take will determine if AI ads become a tool we actually value or just another intrusion we have to tolerate.